Hi guys, welcome back to my Football Manager 2019 experiment. This time around, we will try a brand new experiment on which we will give every single teams in Scottish Premier League, Scottish Championship, Scottish League One, and Scottish League Two a $1 billion. But we will not give the money to both Celtic and Rangers. This is because the Scottish Premier League has won by either Rangers or Celtic for the past, I don't know, 30 years. The last one, it was not won by Celtic or Rangers, was in the 1984-85 season, which is won by Aberdeen. So I believe this is the Sir Alex Ferguson era before he moved to Manchester United. So, since 1985 until 2017, it was only won by Celtic and Rangers. So, therefore, we would like to see the other teams, such as Aberdeen or Dundee, Hamilton, to fight this team. Also, we also give another 1 billion to each of these teams until the the teams in League Two. So let's just check the Premiership profile. So currently it is ranked 29th in European competition leagues. So we will test this for maybe 10 to 20 years to see how the progress of the league, which team gonna win this league, or will it be gonna be won by Celtic or Rangers. So without further ado, we will move this forward to 10 years. So now we have jumped 10 years to 2028. So let's have a look at the transfers that has been done in the past 10 years. So in the year 2018, the highest transfers going to SPL is Oliver McBurney from Swansea to Hibernian, £15 million. I'm not sure if pounds or dollar. And then Callum Peterson from Cardiff to Hearts for 12 millions. That is the only transfer that is over 10 millions, as Tom Rodriguez going out from SPL. So just have a look of other transfer. Scott Sinclair going to Motherwell, Grant Hanley going to Celtic, and then Charlie Mulgrew from Blackburn to Kilmarnock, Nuhadiko to Kilmarnock. So that's not really big transfers for the SPL team, although they have a $1 billion each. Then even in the year, in the second year, um, the highest is going out from SPL, which is from Celtic to Olympique. But as you can see here, Aberdeen has flashed the transfer finally. They paid 21.5 million for John Kitolano, and then also from Wolves, Livingston, spending 17.5 millions, and then this is Inter SPL transfer from Hibernian to St Johnstone for 15 million. And then Aberdeen splash another 14.75 millions from the Chinese league, Shenzhen. They bought for 14.75 millions. And then Callum Peterson from Hearts to Celtic. Inter SPL transfers. And then this guy again, Ewan Henderson, has moved from Celtic to Hibernian. Oh, so he was actually from Celtic first to Hibernian, and then he moved to St Johnstone. So yeah, it's a big transfer for this guy in the same year. And then John Suter from Hearts to Celtic, and then another above 10 millions is from Norwich to Aberdeen, and then yeah, Motherwell buying player from Crystal Palace for 10 million. In the third season, again the biggest transfer is going out from Scottish Premier League. Kieran Tierney moved to Liverpool for 26 million, which is upgraded to 29 million. And then Ryan Fraser from Bournemouth to Hearts. So Hearts has finally spent their money on 27 million. So this is, I think, the highest so far. Yeah, that is the highest so far. And then Air, maybe they just being promoted, so they splash their money straight away by player from Huddersfield. And then Hibernian splashed their money on Aaron Moy. He bought it from Chinese League for 22.5 million. So there's a lot of big transfers going on in this season. And this guy Sylvan Hefty going to Hearts 22 million, and then Hibernian has a three transfer in a row there: 21 million, 18 million, and 17.5 million. They have bought Jack Butland from Stoke. So Hearts also spent 17 millions twice on Huddersfield and Hannon. Then Hibernian again, and Hibernian again spent 16.5 millions. And then Hearts has spent a lot of money this season. So maybe we can have a look. We can have a look at the transfers at the league table later, whether um, Hearts or Hibernian can do better in the league. So moving on to season 4. So in this season, Queen of South spent 15 millions. Maybe this is another team that going to the Premier League. And then Air had splashed the money again, 14.5 million on Oliver Norwood. Quite a famous player for me. And then that is going up. Another two players going to Sampdoria for this season. And then Aberdeen had bought Steve Mooney. And then Celtic for 11 million. Aberdeen bought Simon Mignolet. Quite a good transfer for Aberdeen for 11 million. And then there's it over 10 million. So there's some several 7-6 million from the other team. So not so many. And then in the fifth season, Aberdeen splashed their money for 22 million from Southampton, and then Ayr bought Daniel James from Swansea for 17.75 million. And then that is going out. And then interest built transfer to Aberdeen again, 13 million. Hearts spent 12.75 million player from Huddersfield, and then Aberdeen bought Ben Woodburn, 12.5 million. So we can have a look at Aberdeen, how well they're going to do in the 2022-23 season, which is the fifth season in our experiment. And then Aberdeen bought players from West Brom for 11 million, Hearts another 11 million, and Queen of South buying from Chelsea for 11 million. Motherwell spent 10 millions on this Yuto Toyokawa, and the Kilmarnock spent 10 millions. Let's have a look at the sixth season. So the next season, Motherwell has spent 16.25 millions for a player, and then um, a lot of players going out for more than 10 millions, and then Motherwell again splashed 13 millions player from Bristol City, and then Motherwell again make the highlights by buying players from Rangers and then buying from Swansea. Other than that, many players are going out, and then Aberdeen has brought Philip Billing from Huddersfield for 13.25 millions, and then Motherwell again spent another 12.75 million. So Motherwell really spent this season, and then they spent again for 9.25 millions before buying Tom Lawrence from Derby for 10.5 million. So it's gonna be an interesting season for Motherwell. This is the seventh season, so we'll see later in what position they will finish in that season. Moving on to the eighth season, Dundee United splashed the highest amount of money for 27 millions from Sheffield United, Matt Smith, and then Hearts splash twice in a row, 22 millions and 19.75 millions before Queen of South bought player from Chelsea for 19.5 millions. Aberdeen spent twice in a row, 19 and 18 million before Aloha another twice splash amount of money 17.25 and 17.75. Queen of South spending another 16.5 millions. Dundee United again spent 15.25 millions. And then Aloha bought a player from Porto for 12 millions. Hibernian. Yeah, there's quite a lot of big transfers going on this season. In the ninth season now, a lot of players going out, especially from Aberdeen. 18, 17, 15, 14 million. So Aberdeen might be not going to be as strong this season because a lot of their players are going out. But the only big transfers for this season is Aloha, signing for 8 millions. And then again from Vancouver, 7.25 million. So there's not much activity. There's a lot of going out, but not much players going in. And let's have a look at the final season last season before we have a look at the league table. So Aloha, oh, this season Aloha spent 32.5 million instead. Really weird from Man United. This is a very, very big transfer. And then Aberdeen spent 29.5 million. And then Aloha, despite spending a lot, they lose one player to PSG. And then, yeah, mostly players are going out before Aberdeen splashed the transfer for 11.5 million, but subject to increase to $24 million. So, yeah, and Celtic has bought Andrew Robertson from Real Madrid uh, for 11.75 million. So a lot of players going out, area players going out, and basically that's it. Players over 10 million, Everton here splashing 9 and 8 million. So let's look at the league table. So this is the current season we haven't played. So in the first season, still Celtic won the league and Rangers is second. So it's gonna take a time for the other teams to build their success with the money. Dundee and Hamilton relegated. And then the second season, still Celtic win and Rangers got second. So in two seasons doesn't really give us a lot of shock, but in the third season, Hearts by 2 points winning the league. So this is the first time uh, the team outside Glasgow won the league for this experiment. So it took the third season for us to get the first different winner. In the fourth season, unfortunately, it's Rangers by 1 point. Oh, Air is almost make a shock there. I'm not sure. I think we started this team is from Championship. So Livingston and Aloha relegated. So Celtic finished in the lower half. So it's a good sign for our experiment for now before Rangers no sorry Hibernian win it this time. Ayer is unlucky again, finished second, and both Celtic and Rangers are now feeling the pressure, finishing below the championships table. And then in the year 2023-24, I think this is the one that Motherwell spent a lot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe the next one. Aberdeen finally won the league, just 3 points against Hibernian, which is the eventual winner for last season. Celtic finishing third. Ayer, although finishing twice, both few seasons ago, they now finish at the relegation side. Rangers finishing 10th. Edinburgh City, I think that the new team that came into this league, and then St. Johnston relegated that season. In the seventh season, despite spending a lot, Motherwell only finished sixth. So doesn't much affect the league position. Celtic and Rangers once again below, finishing below, and Aberdeen won the league that season. So Aberdeen has done back to back. I think this is the first time that the other team that have done back to back title. So Edinburgh City and Wraith Rovers relegated that season. And then Aberdeen won it again. With which season is this? It's the eighth season. Aberdeen won it for the second time, I believe. Or yeah. And then Celtic comes again strong, just 1 point behind. And Rangers is almost relegated that season. So the pressure is going up for the team. And then, which season is this? In the ninth season, Celtic has reclaimed the league title. So they are getting stronger again. After a few seasons, did not win the league. So I'm not sure. Should we add them more money for the other teams? We'll see about that. And then last season, Celtic won it again by 2 points, just 2 points behind over Aberdeen. So in the um, this past season, the 10th season, Celtic has won it 4 times, Rangers it 1 time, Hearts winning it 1 time, Hibernian 2 times, so Aberdeen won 2 times. So still, Celtic has won it the most in this 10th season, 4 times. So I'm not sure. They are still dominating. I'm not sure whether they're gonna win again next season, but hopefully, with the money with the other clubs are having, hopefully they can fight again. But it's good to see that there's different winner for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seasons in a row. So I think it's gonna be a very, very good experiment for us. So now let's have a look at the Champions League. Either the Scottish team have done anything good in this competition. As I can see in the first seasons, there's no Celtic. Second season should be Celtic also, and they have not qualified for the Champions League 2 seasons in a row. And then the third season, yes, I can see Celtic there. They're only finishing third, so with 4 points. So in this next season, we're gonna have Aberdeen. So how well they gonna do? Will they qualify? So is it Aberdeen or Hearts? Maybe Hearts. So is there any Scotty? Yes, Hearts is there. They finish. Oh, they're playing in the group of death. Barcelona, Napoli, and Ajax, but they have done enough just to equal the points amount with Ajax. So tough luck for Hearts, and I think this season is Rangers. Let's have a look for the Scottish team. There's they did not qualify, and then for this season, is it Hibernian? Let's have a look. Yes, Hibernian with six. They finished third in the group and behind Liverpool and Bayern with 5 points. And then in the 2024 seasons, Celtic qualified. So I think the SPL team has now had two representative for the Champions League, and Celtic finished 1 point, finishing fourth in that group, and Aberdeen scoring 7 points, so they're just behind Liverpool and Napoli. So yeah, they have now two teams representing Scotland. Maybe there's one automatic qualification. So this is now the eighth season. As you can see, whether can we spot the Scottish team? Yes, Hibernian finishing only 1 point. It's quite bad. And then yeah, basically that's the only team, the Scottish team that represent us this season. And then moving on, we surely gonna have one team in every season. Yes, Celtic finishing bottom again. Yeah, this is not good for our side. And then this season we can find Scotland as Celtic representing again just 1 point. So it's a poor performance actually from Scottish team in the Champions League, although each of them have £1 billion given to them. So let's have a look at Euro Cup in the year 2018 and 19. Celtic did not qualify for the Champions League that season, so they have done brilliantly in the group stage where they won all games in the group stage. So we don't have any other team, don't we? Nope. So let's have a look at the first knockout stage. Where is Celtic? Celtic has been eliminated despite being winning brilliantly the group. They just crumble in the second round. And then the next season, we shall find another Scottish team. We should have one. Yes, Celtic again, winning the group again for the second season in a row. But can they do better in the second round? They lost again. So, not much improvement made. And then in the third season, we should find another Scottish team. No, we couldn't find any, so there's no Scottish team representing. Now Celtic in the fourth season eliminated, and and then we have Hibernian. They won the group. So let's have a look at the first round. Hibernian, the loss 3-1 on aggregate against um, what's that? Saint Etienne. And then the next season, what season are we? We're in the fifth season now. And let's have a look for Scottish team. Mm, we have Rangers there finishing bottom. Do you have any more? Aberdeen and Celtic. So they have qualified for the first round. Celtic won. Yeah, I can't find Aberdeen lost 3-0. Celtic go through, but we don't have to look at them. Uh, Maybe we just have a look just in case they won the competition. No, yes, they were. And oh my God, they are eliminated again. This time, this second or third round. And then the year 2023-24, Hearts qualified, and then Ayer just missing um, by 1 point. So they did not manage to qualify to the next round. And then, yeah, basically that's it. Um, let's have a look at the first round. Hearts was beaten by Villarreal. So let's have a look again at the group stage. In the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 season, 7th season. Sorry, let's start from the top. Motherwell did not manage to go through. So only one team qualified to the group stage. It's not that good enough. Also, then the next season, we have done the United. I managed to go through. Uh, and then Kilmarnock qualified this time and they're eliminated. And Celtic, the third team to represent in Euro Cup, and the second team to qualify. Let's have a look at the first stage. Celtic managed to go through, and then Dundee United was beaten easily 5-1 by Basel. And then Celtic eliminated again in the second round. That is the highest that they have ever went. Not so good performance by the Scottish team at this point. They have a lot of money, but they have spent the money, but they just did not have the quality. As you can see, Motherwell lost their bottom of the group. Then Aberdeen managed to go through, squeeze in Aberdeen, and then Alloa just finishing 2 points in that group. So it's been poor in the European competition for all our um, Scottish team, as we want to find Aberdeen. I could not find them. Did they manage to go through? It's the first round, so I believe I saw one there. Aberdeen, yes. So the first knockout round. Aberdeen, yes. Okay, I missed that. They just narrowly defeated 3-2 on aggregate. So what season are we? So this is the final season for this experiment. Aberdeen qualified again, and see is the only team. We have Hibernian winning the team by winning all games in the group of PSV. Oh, they certainly flexed their muscle, and Aloha finally qualified for the next stage. So all three qualifying for the next stage. Let's have a look. Hibernian finally managed to go through. And what about the other team? Aberdeen managed to go through. And where is Aloha? I couldn't find Aloha. Aloha has been eliminated by Bordeaux 3-2. Ooh. It's close. Let's have a look at the second round. Aberdeen has been eliminated by Sevilla, and Hibernian is the first team to win in the second knockout round for us for the past 10 seasons. So let's have a look at the quarterfinal. Can I do something? No, Sevilla eliminated them easily 3-1. So um, I think our performance in the league, in the European competition is very poor. So let's hope they sign better players and hopefully they can perform better. They have 1 billion in the budget, so they should spend a lot of money and buy a lot of quality players. So in the year 2028, Scottish Ladbrokes Premiership has become a top 10 league in the world. So well, I think it's a good experiment the first 10 years. I believe we can try for another 10 seasons, so that will be in part 2. So let's have a look whether other teams other than Celtic or Rangers can win it this time. As you can see, Hearts has won it 1 time, Hibernian twice, and Aberdeen done twice also. So maybe with the likes of Edinburgh City, Dunfermline, Hibernian Queen of South, Dundee United, Motherwell, Alloa, maybe they can produce some magic this season. So thank you for watching the first part, and we will try again in the second part. So stay tuned.